Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at North Stone Farm. This map can be found over at FSUK, and there will be a link in the description below. Let me start by reading a little bit of the description over at FSUK. It says, "Welcome to North Stone Farm, a fictional map set in UK with various locations used for inspiration. This map has been a huge learning curve. I believe that I have doubled my knowledge. This map has all the standard features as well as a custom sky, foliage, and ground textures, and extra foliage layers. This map includes 5 yards, 3 of which are usable. There are 2 sell points, being Parsons Farm and Vallis Rock Farm. There are 2, those are for grain and bales. There are 2 grain sell points, BGA, lumberyard, and forests. This map includes approximately 40 plus fields and missions on select fields. Let's go ahead and pull up the log. See, the map loads up very quickly, and there are no errors. We are at the starting point. Let's go ahead and look at the PDA. So you can see it is a fairly small map as far as size is concerned. And something else to note is this map does not include poplar. We have wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet, oilseed radish, and grass. That is all of the standard crops that are available on this map. We start out by owning fields 10, 17, and 21. Go ahead and look. We've got, as I said, 2 main sell points for our crops, and then there are farm silos for crop storage. We have 2 sell points, well, 1 sell point for silage. We have 2 main sell points here for hay, straw, and grass. We have 3 sell points for hay pellets and 2 sell points for straw pellets. We also have a sell point for wood chips at Quality Lumber, Timber. And even starting on hard mode, we do start with some crop in our silo. We start with a small amount of starting equipment. It is only 3 days old, so we won't have to worry about really high maintenance charges at the get-go, and nothing is leased. Let's go ahead and take out a loan. That way, when we get around to the animal areas, we can purchase some just to validate that the trigger is working. And we start out with sheep, pigs, and cows on the map. We have 10 cows at the beginning, no pigs and no sheep. There's nothing in the water or food troughs and everything for the cows. So if you're playing with seasons, you are going to need to get these things ready and going before the end of the first day, or you will be losing some of your animals. We start with 14 eggs in the coop, and our silo has a capacity of 400,000 liters. All right, let's go ahead and look at that starting equipment. Start with 3 tractors, the Massey Ferguson 5600, the Case 1455, and the Valtra N, ranging horsepower from 130 to 165 horsepower. Got the front loader arms and bale spike, New Holland TC 5.90 harvester with grain header and header trailer, small farm tech tipper, cultivator, the Vanderstand Rapid A 600S seeder, side mower, Pottinger side mower, and a round baler. That is all of the starting equipment. Go ahead and lease up our gator, and we'll see where the reset point is. All right. So the shop is up here, and let's go ahead and hit reset and see what happens. And the reset point is, well, it looks like it's in field 17. So if you're playing with crop destruction, do note that if you have crop in field 17 past the first stage of growth, If you reset your vehicle, you're going to be destroying crop, trying to get that out probably. Let's go ahead and look around the map, around the main farm. So here's our farmhouse. Gate to gate into the main farm. Let's go ahead and open that up. We'll need to use that later on. There's a fairly small yard here. We do have cows on the main farm. Got some of our equipment here, all three of our tractors. See, we've got eggs just scattered all over the place. We're going to be probably accidentally picking up eggs as we continue to walk around. It seems that the chickens are dropping eggs everywhere. Another egg. Here is the cow area. Let's go ahead and buy up a few more. Here we have our silage trough for our cows. We also have a seed fill point here. And around the corner here we have liquid and solid fertilizer fill points. Have our milk tank should we wish to sell milk. Now the description did not necessarily say that the stop milk sale was embedded in the map, but if you do wish to use it, it looks like that's a just as good a spot as any for milk fill point. Here we have the grass trough and the water trough for our cows. You have the slurry hookup here. Now what I haven't found here is where the manure is piling up. Did not see in the log, we'll look again. I did not see in the log reference to the script that has the manure spread around. So, not really sure where the manure is going to be piling up here. Did not see a likely candidate for a manure pile area. I wouldn't think it would be there, but you never know, right? And here we've got your vehicle storage or crop storage. Right now we're storing our New Holland harvester, header and header trailer. Here is one of the farm silos. You have your tip point in here. You'll have to back on in. And your fill point right there. Have lights in some of these buildings. Then here we have a customize and repair trigger shop. And the trigger itself is right over here in this general vicinity. And, well, that is pretty much the main farm here, your starting farm. Start at field 10 is grass. It's one of the two fields, or one of the three fields that you own. Field 21, right here. Another one of those fields. Then field 17, over here. Last field that you own, and that's where our reset point seems to be. Let's see here. Alright. What I was trying to do was try to get back around to here so we can go and check out field 17. Here's the entrance into field 17. And yep, here is the reset point. So, do note, if you do run crop destruction, you're going to be destroying crop in the event that you ever have to reset your vehicles. Come on out here. So we've got one of our forested areas right here in front of us. Let's just drive on up here. Let's check out what we got going on here. There's a building of some sort. Wanted to see what it was. It's just a tower. Someone's already been in here clear cutting away. Alright, so let's go ahead and figure out our course of action. I think since we're already up here, let's go ahead and make our way up to the north area of the map and explore that, and then turn around and come around to the southern portion of the map and conclude over at the pig and sheep areas. So our traffic is slow moving. Let's see if we can get around this guy. Right there we have an egg sell point. Let's check out these prices here. Field 19, 1.82 hectares, 147,000, and this is one of the fields with emissions. Field 18, 1.8 hectares, 145,000, and it is another field emission there. Alright, looks like we need to turn left here. And there's a fair bit of stuff up here in this little corner. Let's make our way on in here. So first note, we got the vehicle shop here around the back, where if you want to customize or sell your equipment. And this is also the spawn point for new purchased equipment. What's that truck say? Big Woods. Because it's Big Woods Agri Limited. Right. Now, here to our left we have our animal buy point, where we have our animal dealer. Right here is our animal dealer trigger. There. And if we come on through here, right here under this area here is the log cell trigger, and then back here we have the wood chip cell trigger. This probably is also the trigger for pellets. Head on back, and then we'll go right down the street just a little bit, and we'll get to another couple sell points. Right up here. Sharp turn on in here. And we have our wool sell point right on in there. And then we have a grain sell point right here. Let's go ahead and see what the name of this particular grain sell point is. Is Mole Valley. Mole Valley will take all of our standard grains, including sugar beets and potatoes. Let's get out and see if there may be a different spot where sugar beets and potatoes are to be dumped. I am not seeing it. It's just the way out. Doesn't. Looks like you're going to dump everything over here. Alright, now let's head on down here to the bale sell point, or one of the bale sell points. And it's in Parsons Farm. You note these are some very tight roads here. Parsons Farm, we'll come on in here and make a right turn. And our bale sell trigger is right here. Right here is where we sell our bales. There is a video in the map download on the map page that does show selling silage bales to this particular sell point. You have some storage up here should you so wish, and this is a working silage bunker. We do have the trigger, so we could bring chaff in here or grass and make us up some silage and sell it, I guess, right there at the farm. I guess they'll accept loose silage also. Take a look. See who accepts loose silage. Just the BGA. Parsons Farm does not accept silage. Alright. Let's head on back down the main road here. Got just basically one road that runs north and south. Road is right here. Coming up to our main farm entrance here. That is one of our entrances into the main farm. Nice details here with random trees being cut down. Let's go ahead and check out the size of Field 5. Field 5 is 2 hectares, $1.63 thousand, $163,000. These fences do have collisions on them, just so that you are aware. Big Field 11 is. It looks to be one of the bigger ones. No, that's Field 15. Here is Field 11. See, that might be Field 12, 1.92 hectares. Field 11 is over here. 2.26 hectares, $183,000. Does have a pole here. I wonder if this pole has a collision. Let's see if we can walk right through it. Does not. Cannot walk through it, so it does have a collision. That is something to make note of. Poles appear to have collisions on them. Let's head on down in here to the other bale sell point. It's on the map. It's going to do some first-person driving because we do have some overhanging trees here. Makes it a little bit difficult to drive on these very narrow roads. Come on in here. So we maybe turned down just one bit, a little bit too soon. We have another silage bunker right here that is functional. Yep, we turned a little bit too early. Here is another bale sell point. And here we have a trigger marker for this particular one. Right on in here, sell our bales. Let's turn back around and continue on down the road that we just turned off of to get to the BGA. Oh, get back on the road. Very narrow lanes here. We have the BGA down here, as well as another sell point. Let's go ahead and turn on in here to the Rusty Nail. They will buy our chicken eggs, as well as our grain, or some of our grain crops. Come around the back here, and we'll just dump in right here. Now we have the BGA over here. We have 2 silage bunkers, 3-sided variety, chaff trigger, an old wheel loader here that has seen better days. Trees are starting to grow up through it. Got our silo king. And on the other side of this modular office container, we've got our digestate tank. Up on around here and make our way back. A couple things over here. Get to Gregston Farm silo. See if we can't figure out how to get to Gregston Farm silo. There's probably a road that cuts off here to the left. Just gotta find it. Appears to be right here. Nope, that's not it. I see the silo over there. Here is the lane, I guess. So here we have another field. Let's see, this is field 5. Got some bales under here. We've got a old loader, whatever you call that. Bumpy lane, bumpy lane, bumpy lane. This is Grigson Farm. Head on in here. Here we've got some sheds that we can store implements in. You have a seed fill point right there. It's one storage shed. That one's kind of occupied. Put some bales there. And another storage shed. Now, I did check the map, and according to the map folder, I did not see the snow mask in the map folder where I was expecting it. So I have to say, I do not believe this map is prepared for seasons, which means that if you do play with seasons, it just means that you will not have bale rotting in the event of rain. That is because the mod will not be able to know where you are, if you are undercover or not, because there's no mask. So it's just going to assume that everything is undercover. That way it doesn't rot bales that are truly undercover versus not. So here we have our silo dump and our silo fill point right here. Because we are at Gregston Farm silo, and according to the prices sheet, this one and the Northstone Farm silo are zeroed, which simply kind of indicates that they are storage and not sell points. But the mod authors still wanted them to show up as a hotspot in the map. That's why they appear like they appear. Let's head on down. If we continue to take this bumpy road up here to the right, we'll just wind around here to these grass pastures or meadows, whatever word you want to use to describe them. Let's see here. Left. And then we're going to take that road that we were on earlier around to the pig and sheep farm. Take this road right here. See if we can't drive at this this kind of an angle. Guys, a little bit more of a view above these hedges. There's the bale sell point that we had looked at it earlier, then backtracked. Zoom on out here. It looks like we're at one of the higher points on the map, so let's just pause when we get up here. Look around. Look out over things. Pull up the PDA so you can see where we're kind of looking. I believe right down there is Northstone Farm. That would be the farm that we start with. Now looking behind us at the bale sell point down there. And over there is, I suppose, the Gregston Farm silo. Way off there in the distance. Like I said, not a overly big map. Take a look at field size for field 4. Little postage stamp of a field. 0.19 hectares, $15,000. That is easily the potato field that you want for your cows. Not for your cows, but pigs. That is a, okay. It's a road we could have taken out of the main farm to get over here. So we have sheep on the left and pigs on the right. Now, hop off here. We're going to go in here to our sheep area first. Some old equipment kind of parked on in here at kind of odd angles. Not really sure how they managed to get themselves wedged in there like that. Here we have the feeding trough and the water trough for our sheep and our sheep trigger. Go ahead and buy those. And we'll see these guys walking around down here. There they are. Now, I have to say, I do need to admit that I do not really know at this point where the wool pallets spawn. I'm assuming they're going to be spawning out here somewhere. Or possibly, well, I wouldn't say right here because you got to feed and water your guys. It might be spawning under here. Probably be about the only, I wouldn't think they would spawn in there. It's about the only idea I would have because we really don't have the ability to get back into here. This is all stonework. Then we have the hedge back here in the back. Technically have these lines of trees here and then the water trough, so we're not going to be driving over the water trough. So my best guess is the Wooler pallets are going to be spawning right here. So I wouldn't park anything right there. Or you'll probably get a message that pallets can't spawn. Run on in here to our pig farm. On our way around to a nice house. Got our slurry point, our manure point, a little bit of storage, our food trough, and our water trough for our pigs. Have the straw point here, and the purchase and delivery trigger, that gate. And there's our pigs. Tell the pig area is on a pretty hefty decline, because look at this, the building itself is quite the slant. I'd say if there ever was a building that would have a likelihood of collapse, it would be that one, because it is clearly not on a level foundation. All right, let's head on up here and just continue down the road. But I think that is pretty much all of the map. Again, this is North Stone Farm. You can find this over at FSUK. Let me know in the comments what you think of the map. Have you played it? Have you given it a spin? What do you think of it? Just come on down here to a church and a dead end. We got a tree down. That's how we are ending the road. Just turn around. Make our way back across. So, let me know what you think of the map itself. Got suggestions on other maps? Let me know. I am going to be out of town next week. I do not know if I'm going to have a chance to get any videos done or not in advance of that. So next week there may not be a map videos next week. Just depends on what I can get worked up, and if there's any maps that come out. Got a couple maps kind of in the pipeline that I might get a video done on. Then again, I might not. So until next time, guys. Happy farming.